Well, as chair of the building committee, the drive is to get a better facility. Some of the buildings here were a little dated. They're not to the modern standard that we'd like to see. So it's almost a renewal of the building.
I never intended to come into a nursing home. I was able to look after myself, but the opportunity was you come here again, we'll have Leslie, and there we are. And we've been happy ever since, yes.
I guess as a sister of Nazareth, I go back to our beginnings and think about our foundress, Victoria Menia, and how she cared for people in London, people she got out of the workhouses and people she got off the streets. And she showed them love, compassion, respect, hospitality, patience and justice. And I guess that when I'm dealing with everybody really, but especially the residents, I try to model her.
I've been 25 years treasurer of the auxiliary and I love it. I love looking at the residents and I love the sisters, they are just so lovely.
We take a trolley around the auxiliary, that is, take a trolley around every Saturday afternoon and we chat to them and they all enjoy, different people coming around chatting to them.
First time I came into Nazareth House, I felt safe and comforted, and it's because Jesus and God are like friends to me, very good friends.
When the decision was made by the family that Mum and Dad had to sadly leave the property which they had been on since 1951, ultimately Dad wasn't going to come unless Mum came. So the support for both Mum and Dad via independent living, the feeling that they had still their own little bit of space in the world was great.
We hopefully have that inbuilt in us, that care and calmness. We in our own selves know that we're not here for the money, we're here for the love of the residents.
The planning has been around creating spaces that the sunshine can come in and fill the rooms. There's a real kind of effort to have this connection with the outside as part of building that warmth into the building and just making beautiful places for people to sit.
We've been volunteering here since March. We joined up the Delta program in February when we saw it in the paper and we went through the training, didn't you? We went through the training and she did it very, very well and she's just absolutely, it just fits like a glove, this work for her. She just loves it. It's actually a bit overwhelming sometimes. They just really go for her, oh Lucy, oh she's here, some of them don't remember her name of course, but they just really love her and she's so soft and shiny and she loves them and she licks their hands and slobbers around them a bit, don't you? And they just love her.
Well, there's a peace here. It's a welcoming sort of peace. That's what I experienced. And people seem to always refer to that when you're talking to them at the desk. And they said there's a calmness here.
It's sad to see the old one go, but yes, at my age you've got to move on, don't you? Yes, it'll be wonderful for them, no doubt.
Well, I think because the areas will be smaller, you'll have a little bit more one-on-one time with your resident, so you can spend a little bit more time with them.
Well, there's one chap here who, he's only been with us about 3 months, and when he first came in, he just didn't want to be there. I'm not sure why. Now he can't wait. He's got the biggest smile on his face. He just loves being here, and that does everything for me. I think it's just great.
Building a new building is quite, you demand a lot of finance, a lot of money, but we don't have much from the government. So we rely on the people of Ballarat to give us that support financially. And some people, they give us anonymously, and I thought that's a genuine love and care, that heart for Ballarat and for Nazareth House.
Obviously the building alone being a beautiful heritage building and its position on the lake, on Lake Wendouree. But apart from that, I think for all of us, it's really important that we know in Ballarat we have an absolute high quality, excellent standard accommodation and facility for people as we get older, and that's all going to happen to all of us.
It doesn't matter whether you give $1 or $100. Your contribution will be greatly appreciated. Nazareth House, building a brighter future for Ballarat and region.